We're going to start out today. We're going to start there United Way. This is the time of year for United Way.
If they have a microphone.
If it's football season, it'll be United Way. But we got to get you a microphone too, don't we? I'll tell you. We're going to get the microphone over to Ken Toll to start out with United Way.
Here we go. Thank you.
So hold on 1 second, and we're going to have it. All right.
United Way.
United Way. Ken Toll. Good morning, Ken.
Morning, Rick. Morning, Greg.
How are you today?
I'm outstanding. How are you?
Great, great. You got a lot of exciting things going on this time of year, do you?
Well, yeah, it's a little bit busy this time of year, but it's all good. Ready to go out there and have another successful annual campaign. You know, like you said, when it's football, when it's fall, when the leaves start to change, we start thinking more about home, about family, about community, and it's a good time for us to step up.
Right on. Well, you guys have been doing it so well, and of course, United Way's only been around for how many years now?
80 years this coming spring in Jackson County. We've
80 years. Wow.
Yep. United Way started back.
Bravo.
We started back in 1880s in the Denver area and have moved across the country ever since. So, long time.
And you came here in what, 1930? Is that when you came?
Yeah. I was a young man when you hired me. That's right, 1930 something.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, there's still a lot of need out there, and unfortunately, we have to have money to help those people. So.
We're doing some new things, though. We have a brand new report card, the first time we've had a scorecard to rank how some of our programs are doing. So if you go online today, or if you are fortunate enough to have us come in and talk at one of your workplaces, you'll see this card that talks about some of our outcomes. And that's why we raise the money. We're just trying to help people in need. And if you look at this report card, you'll see some pretty cool stats, like 100% of the people who come to food pantries in Jackson County hungry get food. 100%, every single one has been served. Or 94% of people who have serious legal issues who go to legal services that don't have income to pay a lawyer are able to resolve their serious issues. They're able to file their bankruptcy, get their unemployment claims, whatever they need successfully. So this is our first time to roll up a whole bunch of indicators into one scorecard, and we hope it means a lot to people. We encourage you to go on our website and check it out.
Of course, your scorecard here talks about really the three bases there: the education, financial stability, and health.
Right.
If we can give that to people, we can probably bring them out of the problems they have.
Yeah, if you think about it, you need financial stability in order to achieve your dreams. Usually, you need a good education to be financially stable, and without good health, what fun is life? So those are the three building blocks that we focus on.
Well, that is great. You know, we've got to do that for sure. But so we've got today. You also have Cheryl Norrie with you today, and I think Cheryl wanted to talk about the dollars. And are you the campaign chair this year?
Good morning. I am campaign chair this year.
Well,
yes.
welcome.
Go team. Go team.
All right. So you're what are you doing this year? It's really exciting for the campaign.
Well, I'm sorry. Really exciting for the campaign. We have a lot of local people in our campaign program this year, but the most exciting thing we're really doing is helping individual Jackson people one by one, and that's the cool thing about the campaign and why I'm chair this year, is because what we're doing is helping our own people. It's us. It's local.
Well, yeah, because of course the money we raise here, predominantly most of it all stays right here in Jackson, Michigan, helping everybody.
Right. It is divided among our Jackson programs and services and overseen by volunteers. And, of course, the first volunteer event we have coming up is the cardboard boat race kickoff on September 11th at about 3:30, 4 o'clock at Cascades.
That's the kickoff, the main kickoff event for United Way this year for the fundraiser. Is that right?
Yep, this is the fourth year in a row, actually, we've done the cardboard boat race.
And how are you coming on that? You getting a lot of participants?
A lot of participants. We have 17 companies and organizations that are involved. Some of the ships are a little more seaworthy than others right now, but it'll all be good for September 11th.
Well, I think if you haven't attended one of these, you probably should come out there because it's kind of a fun event, fun way to start out United Way and to get everything going and have a little fun.
Rick, you're in that, aren't you?
Well, I've been in it every year, but
in the water.
I've been in the water every year. That's right.
Yeah, you're a serious kayaker, Rick. I've seen you go at the race.
Oh, I know. We always have a lot of fun with that, and we've got a master builder in our agency. That guy just builds an incredible boat. And
Did
this
you
year
just
we're going
confess to having a ringer?
What's that?
Did you just confess to having a ringer on air?
No, we just build nice boats that look good and have fun. The ringer was me. What the heck? When I rowed the boat, what the heck? Come on now. But this year we have an all-female team. This year it's going to be all-female team out there. So.
Oh, go team.
Yeah, all women, and I think we're going to have fun with it. But it's a fun day. You guys have those 17 boats out there, and you have, you going to be there, Greg?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. Greg O'Connor will be there, so we're
Yeah, you know, it's a great family event. We've got the boats, we have ice cream and hot dogs, a lot of fun.
It'll be great. Now, you guys also do some, United Way, let's just talk about something that we do with the money that we think is pretty important out there. I know we're talking about some of the dispute resolution and things like that. Let's talk a little bit about that program and what, some of the things. I know if it's Ken, are you going to talk about that?
Sure. Dispute resolution is one of 43 programs and services that we fund with your United Way dollars here in Jackson County. It's a special program that works with the court system for folks who are considering litigation but don't necessarily want to lawyer up and go for the kill. A mediation program trains volunteers to sit down with folks who have a beef and talk with them and try to work it out before it actually goes to court. It saves our court a lot of money and time. It saves the litigants a lot of money and time, and they usually end up with a very positive outcome. These guys are also being trained to work in schools increasingly. So if a child is having an issue at school, a third party can come in neutrally and talk with the staff and the parents and try to, again, be an advocate just for that child and do what's best for that child. So dispute resolution has been in Jackson County for a long time. It almost closed a couple of years ago because it lost a grant. So we actually brought it into the United Way building, brought the guys onto our staff, stabilized it, and they now have a new business plan and look much more financially viable. They're striking out on their own again. So again, one of the many, many programs and services that United Way does that you probably never even heard of, but that's really, really changing the community for the better.
Yeah, especially when you don't know where to go. That's really, that's what United Way is doing so much of. Well, let's talk about that. You talk about the food and all everybody that shows up gets some food. How many people are you serving out there?
I haven't seen the numbers yet, but last year our total population count, we served over 63,000 individuals who came into the programs and services in United Way. Now, some of them may be counted twice. If a child went to a food pantry and then went to Big Brothers Big Sisters, that would be twice. So we can't say it's 63,000 unduplicated, but overall you get a sense that at some point our programs are touching about half of the county of Jackson. And we know those are our friends and neighbors and the kids in the classroom with our kids, so it actually touches us directly as well, because when those families do better, we all do better.
Amen, amen. But it's surprising you say that 63,000, and like you say, some of it's a little bit duplicate, but that's not 63,000. That's not counting people coming to the food program twice. That's only counting them once.
Correct.
So you think about that number, it's frightening to think about that number.
It's massive. It's frightening, but it's also positive because we're working with these people in new ways. We're not just giving them food. We're helping them become more financially viable. We're getting more and more letters not only that say, thanks for being there, United Way, but we're getting letters that say, you saved our life, and because of you, I now have a job. I'm able to provide for my family. I won't need to go to the food bank next week or next month. Thanks for getting me back on my feet. That's the end goal we're trying to strive for. People functional, happy, self-sufficient. We all win when people have jobs and are in that situation, and that's what we strive for.
And you also take people and send them on to different nonprofit organizations to help them. That's really what you're doing more than anything, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, because, giving somebody a box of food doesn't usually solve the big issue that they're facing. But if you give them a box of food and some utility assistance, and then while they're relaxed a little bit and can see some daylight, then you work with them on more long-term goals, you can do good. But it usually takes an array of services, an array of different benefits. And what we've seen is if you can pile those up on people and put them through multiple programs, you can create a lasting change in their life so they don't have to keep coming back. But usually it takes more than just one program, more than one brief meeting. It takes multiple things.
Yeah, that's great. It's great what you guys do. So this year, are we starting out pretty good? Are we excited?
We're off to a great start. Cheryl, what do you think?
Mackie is one of the campaign leaders this year, and we just ran our campaign, and people were very generous. So we're off to a good start. We don't quite have numbers yet. We might have a competition with another company in the offing, so we don't want to leak any secrets.
Hey, Cheryl, can we still get a boat in if we need to get a boat?
Oh, absolutely. Bring your cardboard, bring your duct tape, and get a boat in.
Northwest School, we got a superintendent here. I think he wants to get one in. That's what he just whispered in my ear. Can I get a boat in? Go Mountie.
United Way is doing a great job of really reaching out to community. I look at, like, with education, energizing education, the program is as they say, the bomb. It's phenomenal. and Ken is doing a great job in the United Way of spearheading that. And that is something that really is, you know, I could talk about this for an hour, but it'll be
I'm not going to let you. I got the microphone.
it'll be for 2 minutes. And that is the fact that is bringing in community to schools so that we are partnering up. And I really appreciate that, Ken, and United Way. That's fantastic.
Hey, you're the bomb too, man, right? I tell you. And you're cool, like we used to say. Well, good point. Let's move along to the next one, Greg.
Moving right along. Hey, thanks to United Way for being here today. Thank you.
Thank you.